Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we're going to be talking about Terra Luna. If you have not been paying attention to the chart, Luna has started exploding as the whales and also the retail investors make a return. What is really interesting is CZ decided to do a Q&A, and some questions asked him about Luna were pretty hectic, and he actually responded to them in a very fashionable manner. We're going to discuss all of that today, but before we get into all of that, if you're here for the first time, you do want to stay up to date with everything to do with Luna, I highly recommend you guys scroll down and tap the red subscribe button. While you're there, slap a like on the video, completely free to do so, but it will just help the YouTube algorithm push the video out to more people. More people see the positive side of Luna, they decide to buy into it, it starts spiking up, and all of us make a lot of profit. So make sure you go down and slap a like on it. Other than that, let's get straight into it. So to begin with today's video, first of all, let's look at the 1 hour chart, and I want to show you guys something really interesting. So if we decide to look at the RSI line about 7 to 8 hours ago, you can see that it went into an overbought zone, and this is very clear to see why this happened, as around 7 to 8 hours ago the trading volume was drastically increased, as I'm guessing a whale or a lot of retail investors decided to buy into Luna around the same time. It went all the way from down here to all the way up there. If we decide to look at the chart, what happened, you can see that in about 48 hours we did have close to 120% gain, which is close to a 2x. Now something interesting which is starting to look really positive for the Luna holders is you can see compared to the previous higher high, this one did really well. Compared to the previous lower low, this one did really well, and also this one did bounce off a very strong support which was close to 16, which is 0.00016, and then from there, as you guys can see, the recovery has started to begin again. Now this line, if it does decide to break this resistance right here, which is the previous higher high, we will actually see a very strong pull up, and there will be nothing slowing us down from actually breaking into the 25 zone. Now if we do break into the 25 zone from the point we are right now, that is still close to a 20% increase in the next 20 hours or 24 hours. Something else which will actually blow your mind is if you decide to look at coin market cap, the trading volume has exceeded 2 billion, which is insane. It is very hard to comprehend how well the trading volume is doing. On the other hand, market cap has come above close to 1.3 billion, which is also very good. The trading volume to the market cap ratio is sitting over 150%. This clearly shows that there is a lot of whales and a lot of retail investors actually buying into Luna before the release of the new blockchain. It is estimated that it will be releasing on the 27th, so I believe this is going to be one of those hype trains where it might decide to pump until the 27th, and when the news drops, there is going to be a strong dump. So just make sure you do decide to take your profits and decide to when you want to take profits, and just decide your profit margins. Those are very, very important. Now overall, if we decide to look at the trend in a more singular manner, you guys can see it is very clear that it has started to form into an uptrend, but there are a couple of pointers which are going to be super important when it comes to if the trend will carry on. If we decide to look at the previous trend it did form, you can see around this zone it did a very similar thing compared to what it is doing right now, and after that it went super explosive all the way up to 46. Now if this time, if it goes explosive, it will actually go above 46 due to the fact that overall the trend actually started much above compared to this one. If it decides to go close to 70, I know there will be a lot of people that will have their stop loss or their take profit around that point, which are going to be super important, because if there is a lot of stop losses, the people who are sitting on shorts, maybe it might actually have a strong pullback. And also if a lot of people decide to take profit who are buying, they will also cause the market to come down. So be a little careful, and there are some news that I want to cover with you. Now Terra gains 100% emit insane validity as analysts remain split on a gigantic Luna recovery. So all the analysts are getting very confused now due to the fact that it is very hard to predict what is going to happen with the near future of Luna. as there is a lot of people looking at this token, and there is a lot of whales that are also keeping their eye on it. If they decide to buy in at the right time, it could actually pump it up to another level which a lot of people might not be able to expect. Although Luna's price is a still pale shadow of what it was just a month ago, any upwards trajectory in its price is a very important part, because many edits are envisioning redemption. Luna's latest price action has however met with the contrasting reaction, as a lot of people are confused what is happening. Now, talking about boy CZ actually was very angry at Luna and UST team. Binance CEO, Luna and UST was just stupid. What he was trying to talk about in this is that he was doing a Q&A, and a lot of people asked him about Luna and UST, and he went on to say it was stupid. It was not a scam, but the way they designed everything, it was just not the right way. The major flaw, according to CZ, was the mechanism that implied that minting more UST would somehow increase its total value. The mechanism criticized by CZ was a core of the whole Terra Luna ecosystem, which allowed for keeping the peg of UST up. And there is something else which he mentioned which was pretty crazy. CZ declines suggestion to take over from Kwon as head of Luna and bail out UST in the recent Reddit post. I mean, a lot of people were asking him, can you please take over from Kwon and you will be able to better lead Luna, and he obviously denied it because obviously he is not part of the team. In the recent AMA, Binance was asked whether he would consider taking over from Kwon at Luna and bailing out UST. CZ responded by stating he has humbled by the request, but such a scenario was unlikely given that he is pretty busy already. CZ also clarified that the exact detail of the possible Luna airdrop after the Terra hard fork would be worked out after an official consensus. Personally, if CZ did take over, I mean, it's very unlikely that could happen, but if that did happen, I personally think a lot of people in the community are going to be super happy, and they would love to actually carry on with the Luna that we have right now rather than getting a hard fork. Another thing which was actually posted by Cointelegraph is Terra Meltdown highlights benefits of CEX risk management systems. What's really crazy is there are so many countries that actually got onto this very quickly. Regulators were quick, almost too quick, to use Terra's dramatic unwinding as an example for why stablecoin regulation is required. United States Treasury Secretary was quick to mention that the event is, let's just say, very bad, and we want to make sure that we can put some restrictions on it so in the future people do not lose a lot of money. I mean, I see what they're saying, but at the same time, getting onto it very quickly was not the best decision. And finally, as the week is coming to an end, I want to just keep you guys in the loop of what has happened this week. After a week for crypto market to forget, this was a week Terra founder Kwon may not forget. Regulators peaked with G7, US and UK regulators targeting crypto. China became the second largest Bitcoin mining nation, even though they have banned it from top 10. Binance looks set to be buck the broader crypto market trend with the modest rise. Binance Coin is doing pretty well. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. Other than that, if you liked the video, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.